How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to give you a walkthrough of my wild camping tent. I personally think this is the best two-man wild camping tent on the market. So a lot of you guys watching this video are probably searching for a wild camping tent at the moment. What I would recommend is, rather than buying a one-man tent, you buy a two-man tent. Although a two-man tent is going to take up a little bit more room and it's going to weigh a little bit more in your pack, it gives you a lot more options for wild camping. It makes wild camping far more enjoyable, especially in bad weather. It almost gives you a luxury campsite feel in the wild compared to one of those tiny one-man coffin tents. So there's our pack size there. It does squeeze down a little bit more, so you can squash it into your pack and you can get a little bit more out of that if you really want to do that. It's got a couple of nice compression straps on there just to get it down even further. Weighs a little over 2.5 kilos, so you probably get some people watching this and saying 2.5 kilos? No, you want something that's under a kilo. The problem with wild camping tents is, as the weight goes down, the cost goes up dramatically. This tent, as you'll see in a minute, is an absolutely fantastic compromise because it's small enough to fit in your pack or on top of your pack. It gives you a lot of extra space that you're not going to get in one of those tiny little coffin tents. And the other thing is, it's not going to cost you 500, 600, 700 pounds. Pitches in less than 5 minutes. Let's go have a look. So we've got these ultralight alloy poles which really help to keep the weight down. So we've got a really big porch area here. That's fantastic for storing your boots and your pack. It takes an awful lot of equipment, that. Again, one of the advantages of having a slightly larger wild camping tent rather than one of these tiny coffin style things. Another great feature of this tent is this tensioning band system, and I always use this. What this does is it keeps the tent a lot more stable in high winds, so it means you can pretty much survive a storm. I've been in some bad storms with this, and this tensioning band system has always worked for me. This is the real advantage of having a two-man tent for wild camping rather than a one-man tent. You can see it's very, very spacious in here. Plenty of room for two people. What's great about this tent is, unlike those one-man tiny coffin-style tents where you can't even sit up, this allows you to sit up properly. You can read a book, play games, read your phone or whatever, and you've still got plenty of room for another person to get inside. Lots of storage inside. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets that side, and same amount on that side, so your gear's not going to get lost. You've got plenty of ventilation. You've got ventilation here. We've also got this handy vent here as well. Just pop that down there. So in terms of leg room in the tent, so my head's just about touching the door there, and if you look down the tent, I've got absolutely ample room there. I'm 5'10", so if you're 6 footer or just over, you're really not going to have any problem getting down there. So I can tuck my feet down there, and as you can see, I've got absolutely bags of space there. So fantastic, really, really roomy. It has a waterproof rating of 5,000, which basically means it's pretty much bomb-proof in a storm. There are lots and lots of cheaper tents on the market, and they're just nowhere near as waterproof as this thing. I've had this out in high winds, storms, heavy rain. It's never ever leaked. It's an absolutely brilliant tent. I think these are made of some kind of aluminium alloy, but they're very, very lightweight, very, very strong. It just means that it keeps the weight of the tent down in the pack. Nice bit of space.
Nice bit of space.